The most powerful, I would say, the most powerful piece of technology I bought this year was an AI. It wasn't the new iPhone, it wasn't a smartwatch, it wasn't a laptop. It was this, a flip phone. Who remember these, right? And the crazy part, I didn't downgrade my life, but I upgraded my attention. Yeah. People keep misunderstanding it, I would say. People think it's nostalgia. It isn't. People think it's minimalism. It isn't. People think it's an aesthetic. Absolutely not. This is self-governance. Okay? Here's the uncomfortable truth. I know there's a lot that's going on when it comes to, oh, you got to be here, you got to have this, you got to carry this, you got to be tied to this. No, 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 no. The uncomfortable truth, and I've been discussing this as it pertains to a lot of things in tech, is like when I was talking about data centers that are expanding, right? They're not just expanding because technology is advancing. They're expanding because our digital appetite never contracts. Okay. Every notification, every scroll, every search, every tap, every click, every reaction, every second creates another opportunity to collect more information about us. So I asked myself one question. If the world keeps expanding its access to me, why shouldn't I contract my availability? Hmm? That's what the phone represents. Not fear, not nostalgia, okay? Not rebellion, boundaries. Boundaries. All right. Access is the new asset. Let me say that again. And I know y'all are probably tired of me preaching this because I've been preaching and teaching this for almost a decade. I'll say at least well over half a decade. Access is the new asset. It's an asset class. And it's an asset class that a lot of people overlook. We've been taught that more access equals more freedom. Lies. I think the opposite is becoming true. The wealthiest people in the next decade may not be the people with the most money. They may not be the people who still control, who still controls access, I'll say, to themselves. Yeah, that's going to be real freedom because access is becoming the real asset. And some of y'all might want to start with a flip phone. Okay. Think about it. Who has access to your attention? Who has access to your location, your habits, your conversation, your calendar, your purchasing behavior, your mind? Privacy is becoming a luxury, and boundaries are becoming a form of wealth. Trust me. You want to believe that. Listen, this phone right here, this phone, okay, it gives me both privacy and access and boundaries and so much many things. Okay, so many other things. There is no social media app on this phone. None. Okay, no endless scrolling, no algorithm waiting to entertain me, no FaceTime, no WhatsApp, no App Store, no endless notifications. The phone removed the casino. And a lot of where's one of my other phones? Here's one. The casino is on here. Excuse me, that's me. You want to see all that. But this is the casino phone. This is the phone of the wealthy. This is the phone of the private. This is the phone of the confident. This is the phone that creates boundaries. Try using one and you'll see immediately how and why. It has one job. It makes calls. It receives calls. If I need help, I call 911. That's about it. And honestly, that's enough. Okay. People hate T9 texting. So us 80s people were pre-dot-com boom and cell phone booms when we didn't even have cell phones. Understand this, right? But it actually creates a constraint and a controlling you. I love it because every text costs me no effort, which means I only send texts, right? Worth sending, less noise, more intention. The camera is terrible, and I love that. Okay. It's going to give you them cloudy, ugly pictures because every moment doesn't need content. Some movements need witnesses, of course, but not everything beautiful needs to become a post. Sometimes the memory is enough, and we've lost touch of that. We've lost sight of that because we're always in some dang camera or someone's pointing the camera somewhere, and it's very invasive. Cameras and videos in this hour is extremely invasive. Something unexpected happened when I was standing in line. I'm actually, just standing in line, um, and I'm just standing. I'm at a checkout. I'm in a store. Um, but I'm not standing in someone's algorithm. When you go to the store, I want you to look around and see what people are doing as they're waiting in line in the DMV, at the Kroger, the Publix, the fuel pump, even on a walk or walking their dog. They're going to be down in this idiot box like this. When I'm with people, I get my eyes. Okay. I give them my attention. They get to get my eyes. They don't get my forehead. Mm-mm. I notice conversations. I notice silence. I notice people. I even notice my own thoughts again. And I love that. And I've been doing this for some while, and it's liberating. That's when it hit me. There's nothing entertaining about this phone. And that's exactly the point. We've confused utility with entertainment. A phone used to solve problems. Now it creates new ones. All right. It's getting a lot of people in trouble. Let me be clear. I'm not anti-technology. If you know me, I'm in tech. I've been teaching tech for years. I use AI. I use computers, air gap computers as well, air gap cell phones as well. I create content online, not a lot, but when necessary or when my people are ready for a video. Technology is not the enemy. Mindless dependency is. Let me say that again. Mindless dependence is the enemy. Technology should be a tool, okay, not a tenant living free, okay, living rent free, all right, inside that noggin. Every convenience asks for rent. Okay? Usually your attention, sometimes your privacy, eventually your freedom. And I think this is a way to subvert that. I'm an 80s baby, okay? I'm an 80s baby. We already know how to live like this. We remember calling people's houses, printing directions, leaving the house without being reachable. Ugh, the days. Every second of the day, okay? It was glorious times. This isn't regression. It's remembering. Even my faith changed, right? So let's talk about the Sabbath. It isn't just about resting your body. It's about resting your attention. We've become so reliable. We've forgotten what we feel like, what it feel like to be present. I don't need to disappear forever. I just need to become harder to interrupt. And a lot of us, unfortunately, we're so there's so much anxiety and so much mental friction and distractions because we have all these things taking away our attention. The pinging, the buzzing, the humming, the phone calling out to you. So here's what I've learned. Not everyone deserves immediate access to me. Mm-mm. My phone shouldn't be an open door policy. All right. The wealthy have always understood gates, gated communities, private meetings, private banking, private property. Maybe it's time we've started creating gated attention. Matter of fact, it's already started. This isn't really about a flip phone. The flip phone is just a symbol. The real goal is self-governance, reducing unnecessary points of access, choosing when the world gets to reach you. instead of letting the world decide for you. I'll leave you with this. I'm not telling you to buy a flip phone. I'm telling you to build better boundaries. Protect your attention, protect your peace and your presence, because in a world that's demanding more and more access to you, the greatest act of freedom may be learning how to say, not right now. My phone got smaller. My attention got bigger. Okay. My peace got louder. Okay. And honestly, I don't think I'm ever going back. And I hope you go and take a trip on this wild side too. I hope you go and you get your ugly, clunky T9, bad camera having, limited text, no data having phone, and watch how you get back to being present. Watch how your peace comes back, how you become more attentive, how you see better, you smell better, you think better. You don't feel so constrained. You don't feel like a prisoner by this.